Doubles Pickleball Strategy 301, 6 Rules of the Fast Game. In this video, we are going to talk about the strategies that advanced players use in the pickleball fast volley game. Recall that a typical pickleball rally proceeds through 4 phases. Watch closely. First is the serve, the return of serve, and the capture of the net by the service return team. Next is the serving team's struggle to move to the net to achieve equal strategic status with the service return team. Once all players are fully forward, a cautious and tense dinking strategy ensues. Next comes Phase 4, the exciting part. As soon as somebody lets the ball get a little too high, a fast volley game begins. In advanced play, about half of all rallies will progress to Phase 4 and end with exciting fast volley action. Rule number 1. Don't provide an opening. About the worst thing you can do is provide an opponent at the net a ball that they can smash back at you. So it's important to keep dink shots low and landing in or near the kitchen. Remember, if you get pulled out wide, return the ball sharply cross-court and into the kitchen. Never provide your opponent a ball in the air, that is, a ball that they can volley back, unless it's a shot designed to defeat their reaction time or unless it's a deep lob shot. Among advanced players, it's not wise to dink to the forehand of the opponent directly across from you, as such a shot sets up a rather easy body shot or lob. For the same reason, it's also best to avoid giving an easy forehand shot to the opponent opposite your partner. Your opponent will also be looking for other invitations, such as a gap between you and your partner or a paddle that's held too low. So, stay tightly linked to your partner, keep your paddle up, and avoid providing your opponent easy forehand shots or shots that can be volleyed back. Rule number 2. Wait for the ball you want and the setup you want. Most fast games follow a dinking game and start when the ball gets a little too high. The question is, when should I pull the trigger? This may depend some on your skill set. As I have a better dinking game than I have a fastball game, I'd rather stay in a dinking game unless I have a high probability winner shot. As will be discussed later, if you start the fast game and you fail to defeat your opponent's reaction time with your first shot, your chance of winning the rally is only about 1 in 3. The old rule of thumb is that if you have to hit up on the ball, hit softly, aiming to keep the ball in or near the kitchen area. If you can hit down on the ball, you may hit hard. Unless you are an advanced player, I suggest sticking to this rule. So, there are several considerations. First, can you likely win the rally by sticking with dinking? If so, stick with dinking unless presented with a clear winner. Next, is the ball high enough for the trajectory I need? Next, do I have plenty of court behind my target? Obviously, this ball is a great candidate for use in a fastball attack. The angle will ensure that the ball stays in bounds. This ball is a borderline candidate for use in a fastball attack. For me, when I try to attack with such a ball, I usually end up losing the rally. This ball is low and close to the net. It's a poor candidate to use in an attack. If you see your opponent attacking a poor choice, such as this, just dodge the ball, as it will likely go out of bounds. It's best to have some court behind your opponent. This helps force your opponent to hit the fastball. If you attack at an angle like this, your opponent may dodge the shot, allowing it to go out of bounds. Rule number 3. when you do have a high ball, seize the moment. It's good to be conservative, but it's not good to be too conservative. As you develop your skill and play better players, it's increasingly important to capitalize on every opportunity and on every opponent misstep. You can't play defensively only and win tournaments. At the advanced level, winner shots, such as successful body shots or shots through a hole in the offense, can make up 25% or more of all rallies won. Even the best players, when they launch a fastball attack, will lose the rally about 30% of the times that they try. That's okay. In fact, it's great when you can win rallies 70% of the time. Even a loss rate of 45% is okay. Rule number 4. You must defeat your opponent's reaction time with your first fastball shot. In all of the clips you see here, the team that started the fast play ended up losing the rally. The statistic is this: if you start the fast game and you fail to defeat your opponent's reaction time with your first shot, your chance of winning the rally is about 28%. Watch here at what happens when reaction time is not defeated with the first fastball shot. Defeating reaction time means winning with the first fastball shot or getting a weak return such as a pop-up that allows winning the rally with your next shot. If you don't defeat his reaction time, you're just giving him a ball in the air that he can smash back. Now, in all of the clips you see here, the team that started the fast play ended up winning the rally. If you are successful in defeating your opponent's reaction time with your first fastball shot, you've got about a 75% chance of winning the rally. Here we see the desired results of successfully defeating reaction time with the first fastball shot. Again, here we see the desired results of successfully defeating reaction time with the first fastball shot. So how do you defeat reaction time? You need 3 things: ball speed, disguise the shot, both the intent and the direction if possible, hit to a location that forces your opponent to take his paddle to an awkward position. Let's talk more about the third point, location. If you hit to the green zone shown here, you are essentially hitting straight into his paddle and straight to his best place to hit from. You can hit from this comfortable position all day long. Watch again. Shots straight into the paddle are very easy to return. If your fastball goes straight into your opponent's paddle, you have less than a 30% chance of defeating his reaction time. Watch again. The fastball attempt goes straight into the paddle and reaction time is not defeated. Now, if you hit your fastball to a location that forces an awkward hit, you will likely get the winner or the weak return that will lead to the winner shot. So, make your opponent reach or take his paddle to an awkward position. Watch here. Fastball shots that go to the targets just shown are tough to handle. Rule number 5. When under attack, go low, go near, go out, and go opposite. It's hard to think when you get caught up in a fastball fight. Your reflexive action may be to send the ball straight back to your opponent along the same line that it arrived. Such an exchange may look like this. Unfortunately, in a straight back and forth exchange, nobody has a clear advantage. Go low. If you can angle the ball down, do it. If you can hit the ground midway between your two opponents, that's great. Go near. When in a fastball fight, you should generally fight with the near opponent, that is, the opponent opposite you, not with the far opponent. The near opponent has less reaction time. Go out. To the extent possible, you need to remember to make your opponent reach out or take his paddle to an awkward position. Watch how the pros do it. Don't hit directly into your opponent's paddle, but out to either side, forcing a reach out or paddle flip. Always look for a hole between your opponents. Go opposite. As said above, your reflexive action may be to send the ball straight back to your opponent along the same line that it arrived. Here's what such an exchange looks like. Here's a suggestion. If the ball is coming this way, send it back this way. Here's what it looks like. Likewise, if the ball is coming this way, send it back this way. Here's what it looks like. Rule number 6, don't hit out balls. Fastball rallies usually speed up and get sloppy fast. Beginner players will usually try to hit all shots that they can reach. A better safe than sorry attitude prevails. This take no chances attitude might mean that 10 or more balls headed out of bounds were kept in play. Now watch the gutsy decisions shown here where good players smartly chose not to hit the ball. By smartly judging, this player has won 2 rallies. Good players have a good ability to judge whether a ball coming their way is headed out of bounds. When you're at the no volley zone line, any fastball coming your way that is shoulder height or higher will likely go out of bounds. Whereas beginner players will always try to hit rather than take chances, advanced players will more often choose not to hit and accept that they will be right most of the time, but wrong sometimes. This represents smart play. Here we see where top players chose not to hit, even though the ball did not go out of bounds. Again, it's smart play when you are correct on this most of the time. Any time that you have a better than even chance that you can end or shut down a rally with it being in your favor, you should take the chance. Help your partner by yelling no or bounce it for lob shots to help avoid judgment errors. Good luck with your fast game.